all you need to know, the Bloomberg Quint podcast that prepares you for the day's business. Good morning and happy Friday to you. This is the daily morning update from Bloomberg Quint and I'm Alex Matthew. India's coronavirus infections are still rising at a rapid rate, but thankfully not at the peak. India's total COVID-19 tally crossed 57 lakh. The country added over 86,000 new cases in the 24 hours to 8 a.m. yesterday, according to the Health Ministry's latest update. In the top news, the government has issued a fresh notification extending the suspension of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code by another 3 months. The suspension was due to expire on Saturday. The government, through an ordinance, had suspended initiation of fresh insolvency proceedings for defaults arising on or after the 25th of March 2020 for a period of 6 months. This effectively shut down all insolvency filings against any company that defaults on a debt or payment post March 25th. The ordinance also gave the government power to extend the IBC suspension up to 1 year. Now, an update on the finances of some of the states here in India. The central government has allowed 5 states to collectively borrow an additional 9,913 crore rupees from the market. Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Goa, Karnataka and Tripura have been allowed to borrow more after they met the condition to implement One Nation, One Ration card system, which will allow migrants to procure food grains from anywhere across the country, according to a statement from the Ministry of Finance. In bad news for India's manufacturing story, Harley-Davidson is pulling out. The motorcycle manufacturer will discontinue sales and manufacturing operations in India as part of broader additional cutbacks announced to employees yesterday, according to a regulatory filing. Harley said that it will dismiss another 70 employees roughly as part of its exit from the country, and that its latest move will boost restructuring expenses this year to about $169 million. In corporate news, a fire at ONGC's gas processing facility near Surat in Gujarat yesterday snapped fuel supplies to power and fertilizer companies, but the company is diverting gas from other fields to make up for the shortfall. The fire broke out at around 3 a.m. at ONGC's Hazira gas processing plant and was extinguished by 7:30 a.m. yesterday. State-owned gas utility GAIL India, which usually supplies gas from Hazira to users such as power plants and fertilizer units, has said that it is rationing gas supplies to customers but has enough stocks in the HVJ pipeline to maintain supplies. The Comptroller and Auditor General of India has said in a report that the Income Tax Department has caused harassment to taxpayers by not issuing refunds for tax deducted at source due to mismatch in deductions and refunds claimed. In the report, the CAG said that nearly 82% of taxpayers, who are mostly salaried, faced a mismatch in TDS that reflected in their Form 26AS and income tax returns filed from 2016-17 to 2018-19. In international markets, gold fell to a 2-month low as the dollar extended gains and hopes for further US fiscal stimulus faded. Silver declined sharply as well after entering a bear market. Meanwhile, equity markets in the US managed to eke out some gains after a volatile session. Investors are pinning their hopes on a fiscal stimulus, but that is seeming less likely now, even as the COVID-19 pandemic continues to take a toll. All 3 early rises in the Asia-Pacific region too were in the green last I checked, giving investors a bit of a break after days of selling. And with that, it's over to Hormuz Fatakia for the trade setup for the day in India. Good morning, Hormuz. How are we looking to end the week?
Good morning to you, Alex, and to our listeners as well. The biggest one-day drop in 4 months, 6th straight day of declines, benchmark indices falling over 3% each, and only 3 gainers on the Nifty. It was not a pretty picture on the September series expiry day for the markets. As of closing on Thursday, both Sensex and Nifty are down 6% for the week. All the constituents of both the indices are down on a weekly basis. However, it's a new series and a new day, and the start is likely to be a positive one. Early ticks on the SGX Nifty indicate that the index trades 80 points higher, around the mark of 10,920. Let's get started with stocks now, and starting with IT stocks, which will be in focus post Accenture's results. The company's CFO has stated that he expects growth to be lower in the first half of FY21 and that growth in the second half can range between single to low double digits. The results of Accenture were below estimates. Bloomberg News reports that Tata Consumer Products is weighing a non-binding bid for the vending machine business of Coffee Day Enterprises, which is seeking a valuation of about 2,000 crore rupees. RITES has been awarded a turnkey contract worth over 200 crore rupees for construction of road over bridges in replacement of existing level crossings from the Railway Board. So that is one stock to watch out for. Nippon Life Amc will be in focus after it received a joint mandate to manage the investments of Post Office Life Insurance Fund and the Rural Post Office Life Insurance Fund for a period of 3 years starting the 1st of October. Mahindra & Mahindra has increased its stake in Finnish associate company Sampo to 74.97% from 49.14%. Sampo is known for its mid-sized combined harvesters. Plutus Wealth Management has subscribed to the rights issue of Rushil Decor. It has acquired 25,000 rights shares of the company at 17 rupees a share. So that is one stock that will be in action. And from the IPO space, Angel Broking's IPO was subscribed nearly 4 times on the final day of bidding. Institutional subscription was close to 6 times, while the retail portion saw subscription of 4.3 times. Some stocks that I would like to bring to your notice. One is Apollo Hospitals, which ended at a record high on Thursday with gains of over 7%. The stock has gained in 10 out of the last 11 trading sessions and is up over 20% during the period. Another stock that bucked the trend on Thursday was Advanced Enzyme Technologies. The stock ended at an upper circuit of 20% after Nalanda India Fund acquired close to 4% stake in the company at 263 rupees a share. The stock ended at its highest level since January 2018. And lastly, watch for Anup Engineering, a company which produces and distributes industrial machinery. ICICI Securities has initiated coverage on the stock with a buy rating and a price target of 735 rupees, citing earnings momentum and a strong debt-free balance sheet. I would like to leave you with a positive data point. Markets have gained in 4 out of the last 5 October series. This is one history I am sure many would like to be repeated. Do log into BloombergQuint.com and read our All You Need to Know copy to keep yourself abreast ahead of the day's trade. That's all from my side for the week. I wish you safe trading, a safer and happier weekend, and it's back to you, Alex.
Thanks, Hormuz. And as always, thank you all for listening in. That's all we have for you in this podcast, but as always, there's a lot more on the website, BloombergQuint.com, so don't forget to check it out. This is Alex Matthews signing off. Have a great day and an even better weekend.
I hope you enjoyed listening to All You Need to Know. Did you know that you could listen to the show on the IVM Podcast app? On the IVM Podcast app, along with this, we have a number of other shows which you think you'll enjoy. Listen to Cyrus Says with Cyrus Brocha as the host. Listen to Paisa Vaisa with Anupam Gupta. The Scene and the Unseen with Amit Verma. Or Shunya One hosted by Shiladitya Mukhopadhyay and myself. Check out the IVM Podcast app to get more talk content that you will enjoy.